just a little reminder that, you know, there's dicks here, okay?
Yeah.
If you fancy a dick today. Apologies.
We're back now. So we were, yeah. So when we left the island, we took a ferry, and then we got our transport that came to pick us up to take us to Pattaya, to walking streets. If you know about Pattaya, you know about walking streets.
Walking street is pretty much, I would describe, I've never been to Amsterdam, but the things that I saw there, I would describe it as the red light district of Thailand. But there's probably plenty of red light districts in Thailand, because Bangkok is supposed to be like the hub of the debauchery that goes down in Thailand. By walking street, literally, it's just, you know, you think you're just gonna go and just, you know, find a place to just chill, have a drink and have a dance, but no, it's not. You're going to dwell with the 7 sins and bloody like do away with just
your morals.
Every facet of any lustful thing that you've ever thought of, it's there for you. It's there for your, you know, for experiencing in at Walking Street. You got the first strip my brother took us down was like this little gay strip, or like the male part where there's just male strippers and male, what is it, like male, not prostitutes, but just like the male stuff. You know, you have clubs with little dicks on the building to just in case you didn't know where you were and you didn't know what you could get. It's just a little reminder that, you know, there's dicks here, okay?
Yeah.
If you fancy a dick today, this is where you gotta come.
Yeah.
So
there's like people that like kind of jump on you as you walk in with leaflets like, do you want to see ping pong show?
No, it's not like that. It's not like that. It's not like this. It's like, do you want to see pussy? Do you want to see pussy?
Yeah.
Do you want to see? What did he say? I just remember some guy came up so enthusiastically with a piece of paper, and I saw him approaching. I was like, this guy's very enthusiastic. What does he have to offer? Or the first thing that comes out of his mouth is, do you want to see ping pong couple out of the pussy? It's like, what? And then at first I was like, what's he talking about? And I just wanted to brush him off, but then I realized I'm in Thailand, this is what goes down here. Let me embrace this and see what's going on. So I saw you had a little sheet, so I was like, oh, what else you got on this sheet? And all I see is just like different positions of women doing stuff.
Yeah, like,
do you see big fat, do you want to see big pussy ball women? And just like, he had this list of, like, he pretty much just had a list of any fetish that you've ever had, just there. If you want to indulge in that fetish, just go to that guy, and there's tons of them walking around just like asking if you want to see pussies spitting out ping pong balls or whatever. But yeah, like, I mean, it was a bit of a shock there, to be honest, man, because you got ladyboys just hanging out, just trying to get attention, and just prostitutes in general, just trying to get like little business, and then you just got like bare Western tourists. Some of them might be like, you know, what do you call them, like sex tourists that come for the sex and all that. Because in Thailand, not gonna lie, you do notice a lot of, like, no offense to my white niggas out there, but you see a lot of white men with why did I say white niggas? I don't know. But you see a lot of white men with like Thai girls, and sometimes it's clearly obvious that you just bought that girl because it'll be like some old frail
way
man
out of your league.
just strutting along with like this 16-year-old vital, you know, young little Thai thing, and it's just like, yeah,
some of it was uncomfortable. For instance, we went to the strip club. Right, and there was a bath, just a bath with a shower right there, and there was this girl didn't look much older than about 15. She looked so young. It was like, it's really disturbing to watch. And then like she just stood there like in the bath. Basically, when people want her to do stuff, they have to pay her. So this old sleazy looking man.
So picture this. Look. So we got a sofa. We were just there at the sofas in the corner of the club,
like
right? And there's this tub here. There were 2 girls there, naked, both naked.
Yeah.
One of them
Like,
went. One of them
fully
went.
naked.
No, both of them went, and then they were replaced by this little 16-year-old. So we were just there. She was just there, just doing like some little half-hearted dance.
She looked like
just
she didn't
swaying
want
side
to be
side.
there.
And we were
She
just
looked
confused.
sad.
It's
She looked like
because like right, in this corner you got her there, and then like further in front of us you got like the actual strip. You know,
yeah,
the
there's like a
poles,
stage and
poles,
stuff.
and you got like
Oh,
about.
yeah.
7 women there stripping, and it looks
Yeah.
like they're having fun.
And
They're
they're having fun.
entertaining.
They're like, what?
But we're stuck with this little
all that
girl
stuff.
that's just in the hot tub. Just not that I wanted her to do anything. I'm not. I just wanted to come for the experience to see what. I've never been to a strip club
Also,
before.
it would have been less uncomfortable if she was like old enough to be doing. She didn't look old enough to be there.
But the point is,
Just
she was
saying.
just there. She was just chilling, and we was just like, alright, you can do something. They had like a little shower with like water coming out of it, and then some old guy with what I'm assuming was his son. It might not have been. Doesn't matter. Doesn't really add to the story whatsoever. But he came along, some old fat white guy, and he was there, and he didn't waste no time in getting this little 16, 15
He
year
was
old
so sleazy looking as well.
to do what she was doing. Yeah, like, so he basically just handed her some cash and was like, huh, wash yourself.
Like, wash yourself.
And then he just sat back like this, just watching her. And I'm sure at
And
one
you
point I
could see
saw him
him
with his
getting
hand
hard
there.
because he was like doing
Just doing all stuff, all sorts of stuff. And you could tell that he was getting off on the fact that you could tell her what to do, and she just done it. It
like a
works.
power
And then
trip.
so she started washing herself, but still was just like, she wasn't really like into it.
There wasn't any
So
like
then he was
sexy
like,
to it. She was washing herself like she's at home.
Yeah,
she
like
was
just getting ready to go to work.
Literally, she looked like she was just getting ready to go to school, maybe.
Go to school there.
way too young.
And then so they had soap there. He was like, "Yep, use the soap, use the soap." And sat back again, just looked at her. And then like in my head, I was just like, this is disgusting. No, she's clearly underage.
Yeah.
But
It was hard, you know, like as a woman as well. It was hard not to watch it and have a backstory in your head. So in my head, I'm like just there, like, and I'm thinking this girl's probably like the only one who can make money for the family. Like her mom's probably ill, her dad is ill or whatever, or he passed away, and there's no other family, and they don't have anyone. And she's doing this to send her little brothers and sisters to school, and like I was making like it was hard not to just come up with all these stories. Like I just felt. I think my face actually probably looked like I was just feeling sorry for, like, you know, because the other girls who were like on the main stage, at least they were there like having fun. They were like laughing, and they, you know what I mean? It was like, okay, whatever, you know, like, and they looked older as well. But this little girl, and then this sleazy old man about wash yourself, use the soap, like. No.
so yeah, that was like the second strip club we went to. The one we went to before, it was a bit crap. The strippers, there was only one.
really
There was only one stripper that was like just get, you know, she was just like proper on it, like just like, all that was just like. And they had their clothes on as well.
Yeah, they were fully clothed. Like they were literally just wearing like some bikini tops or bras and like some little skirts, isn't it?
Yeah, but in this one now, so in this one there was a bit of like an opposite thing going on with the second one we went to. So there was like, so there was like in the corner there was, you could see like the other girls that can come on after the ones that were already on the main stage. So I could see one of the ones that were destined to come on was a very old woman. She looked very old. She looks about 60. So yeah, it goes down there, man. And the thing is, even in this club, right? So when we came in, there was some gentleman who offered me like a drink, but in a weird way. Remember that?
Yeah. So he was like, "Do you want some drinks? I've bought too many."
Yeah. But you know, vibes. Sometimes you just get a vibe. I got a vibe from him.
Yeah. He was like, "I've drank too much and I've still got loads of drinks. Do you want some?" The guy was sober as a nun. Like when he was trying to offer him a drink, he was pretending to be drunk, and then when we just like brushed him off and said, "Now we're good," all of a sudden he's like, "Fine, he's sober." Like,
so I don't know what his plan was, I don't know what was in that drink, but just to let you know that on this strip, you know, funny stuff will go down in it. Like it will attract a particular type of people that can have like weird inclinations. So just keep an eye out. But yeah, I enjoyed it, man. I did it. It was fun. It was like, yeah, it was fun. Like even though some of it was just a bit weird, it was still fun. Do you know what I mean? Like,
it was a lot of fun. If
you go with your friends and you know, have a couple drinks or whatnot, you can have fun, man. Just don't get carried away.
We went to like normal clubs as well. It wasn't just
yeah. We went to like, there was a hip hop club that we went to where we saw like just bare black people.
Like Like they.
I don't know if they were Americans. They could just be Africans that are dressing up like. Yeah,
no, but they were like bigger than like the standard Nigerians you see. They just looked like.
They were huge. At first, I thought it was just like a bunch of athletes like celebrating a win or something like that. But then I started looking around and started to see guts and stuff. So I was like, nah, they can't all be athletes. They're just big ass motherfucking Americans. And through the whole holiday, didn't really see many black people at all. But as soon as we go to this hip hop club, we're surrounded by blacks. It was crazy.
And like Thai girls with
where were they in the daytime?
Like we didn't see them.
And then there was some crazy guy who made a second occurrence. He was just high. So there was this girl on the stage. It was her time. She was dancing. I think she was hired and whatnot to like rally up the crowd and get people to come in. She was a main attraction. So some skinny, bald-looking, tall white guy came on with his little shorts and his little shirt and whatnot, and he was just off it. He just came on the stage, just like his eyes popping out of his head, just like
doing all
sorts on stage. Where the woman that was supposed to be performing was just pissed. They had to get security to take him off, but he was just going and having. He was just like looking at the crowd like proper aggressive.
The crowd
like,
loved him.
He was fucking hilarious.
We were all like, yeah.
He was better than the main attraction.
Yeah, she was like boring. She thought she was like everything. It was like, okay, you're doing like the same two moves.
But I feel like he had a message. I feel like this is how intensely he danced and looked in his eyes. It looked like he was trying to express something dire through his dance moves, and we just didn't get it. And he was clearly high as a kite. But that was his first appearance that night. So we ended up going to another club to finish the night where they had like little bird cages.
Yeah,
it was okay.
He was in the bird cage.
Yeah.
You can see the video right here.
Oh, you got it? Yeah, so he made his second appearance and he just again stole the show with his fucking crazy ass, wide-eyed dancing and on the same energy. And this was like about 2 hours after initially seeing him, and he's still on the same energy. So I don't know who you are. Hopefully you watch this one day and you know,
you tell us what your message was.
Yeah, because again, like still like, and then like he'll do stuff like, chanting stuff, but you can't hear anything. Nothing's coming out of his mouth. He's like moving his mouth like he's trying to say something. Nothing's coming out. It was funny, but that was good, man. It was really good. Yeah. So that was walking the street in Pattaya. Alright, anyway, thanks, man. Good stuff.